We will be going into that discussion. And then later on this morning, we'll be speaking to the guys from the Liberia Returnees Network from 9 to 10. But we already have in studio a representative from Lone Star Cell MTN, Emmanuel P. Mulba. I hope I'm getting that name right.
Sure.
I hope your microphone is on. Can you see a red light on your microphone there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Emmanuel, you are welcome to the Super Morning Show.
Thank you all so much for having me here today.
Lone Star Cell MTN. Okay, I see his colleagues are joining him. So we'll just switch on to the next microphone. I hope there's a red light there. We need to get the number to get your introduction. Just press on a red light in the middle. Okay, thank you. All right. So we'll be also getting the introduction of the next speaker from the Lone Star Cell MTN. It's something I want to talk about. Here I'm talking a lot these days that you could become a landlord. Even
Certainly.
me, I want to be a landlord.
Sure.
So let's cross over to you, sir, and get your own introduction this morning.
Thank you very much. My name is Adebayo Oyeyipo. I'm the product manager with Lone Star Cell MTN.
Oh, the product manager. Can you say that your name again?
Adebayo.
Adebayo. Is that the footballer Adebayo?
I get that all the time. Huh?
Okay, you're the product manager from Lone Star Cell MTN.
Exactly.
Okay, so Emmanuel, we come back to you. I mean, the airwaves have been flooded a lot with bumpy. You reach out, you win, become a landlord, and all these kinds of stuff. Tell us a little bit about what this promotion is about.
Okay, so a recharge in Pompey is a very big promotion, and this is a promotion that Lone Star Cell MTN is using to give back to its valued customer. So with this promotion, a customer will recharge and get points, and our points can be used to redeem a GSM benefit like mini or data, and our same points will be used for a raffle draw that can lead you of you becoming your own landlord in Liberia.
So we will try to be as much as simplistic as possible. When you say redeem, somebody will say, "Oh, something is in captivity" or so on. I mean, you're talking about what you do to get certain benefits, certain returns, right?
Sure.
Okay. So how do you participate in this bumpy promotion? What are the processes?
Okay, so it's very simple. So if you were already recharging, like you bought the physical $1 card, scratch it, that's *125, enter the card number, and you say okay. So the moment you finish recharging a card, you receive another message telling that you have received maybe like 100 points for $1 scratch card.
Okay.
So if you get a points you can now use it to get free data and free voice.
How do you go around using those points?
Yeah, sure. So I will just come in there.
Okay.
So if you recharge, the first thing is, so there are different channels of recharge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have the physical recharge, that is buying scratch card.
Mm-hmm.
And then you dial 125 to upload a card. That's one channel of recharge. And that recharge is also part of this promotion. And you also buy airtime using mobile money. You see that start 156, start 2 hash, you buy airtime for yourself. You also get points for buying airtime. And then if you also buy bundle, that is, you want to buy a surprise of the day, you want to buy prestige, you want to buy a data bundle, and just so on. If you pay using mobile money, you get double the points you have to get.
When you pay using mobile money,
When you
get
pay
double,
using mobile money,
as compared to when you use cash to just buy.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
So when you pay using mobile money, you get double the points.
Okay.
Yeah. And after recharging, so you can actually like check your points as well.
Okay.
So you dial *352 hash, you select option 7, and then you can be able to check your points and you'll be able to redeem your points. So maybe you can just come into that.
Adebayo, I was talking about how do I make use of my points to buy the various, maybe I want to buy data, I want to buy airtime. How do I make use of my points I've secured as a result of participating in the promotion?
I think Emmanuel has explained it very well. Just dial *352 * hash and then send that. You see a menu. On that menu, you have option 7 that says mega promo. You select option 7, and then right there you have the option to check the points balance that you have. We also try to ensure that you see the difference between the ones that you can redeem. And I think I like the fact that you try to break it down, that what does redeem mean?
Right.
Yeah, means. So if you have points, let's take the 100-point example. That 100 points remains for your draw.
Okay.
However, you are allowed to use that same 100 points to get free voice or free data.
Okay, so the points that you've got remain for your draw.
Exactly.
At the same time, you're using those points too.
Absolutely. So I mean that brings me to just give perspective to how we even thought about this promo.
Okay.
I mean, the whole idea is this is a promo designed with the customer at the center of it.
Okay.
We have the customer in mind.
So it's customer driven promo.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we want to first ensure that everyone gets something as long as you participate in the promo. So there's no case of, oh, maybe I will not win, or maybe we ensure that everybody that participates in this promo gets to win something, either your voice, your data, or you still have the privilege of winning from all the numerous gifts we have. You know, we have bikes, we have the exciting one, which is, turning somebody to
so
be
it's not only the
house. No,
it's not only
no.
You're not only trying to be your guy landlord.
No.
Okay.
There is.
Okay.
You could be Oga bike owner.
Okay, good.
And somebody's delivering some money to you. You know.
But
Yeah.
let's go through some of those things that you could get, because that will
Right.
probably encourage us a little bit more. You could get a bike. You could
You
get
can get a smart TV.
smart TV.
Yeah, we're also giving out a smart TV for 3 inches. Smart TV for every one that wins that. We have lots of smartphones,
Okay.
and some people are just going to be winning cash prizes that will be sending straight to their mobile money.
Oh, cash prices.
Yes,
As well. Okay.
yes. So there's the cash prize, there's the smart TV, there's the smartphones, there's the bike, and then there's the house. And for almost everybody that meets the recharge threshold, you have the voice and data. So it's almost like you're almost getting, some cash back from what you recharge.
Okay.
That you can, you've gotten your value. We're not tampering your value. You get exactly, let's take the $1 example. You recharge $1, you have value for $1, but yet you still have the points that can also be used again to get more data and more voice.
So let's come back to this mega price. I mean this house that everyone is like, oh, okay, I want to be a landlord too. Is it that you're going to have the house already built to be turned over, or is it that you will be saying, okay, you won, we're going to build you a house? How is it? How is that price delivered?
Okay, that's a very fantastic question. Before we go out as a brand to commit to such a statement, we have to ensure that everything is already in place.
Okay.
So we have the house already in place as of right now as we speak. So it's just a matter of getting the winner and then, doing the necessary papers to hand it over to them.
Only the handing over procedure.
Exactly.
It means that as soon as I am declared winner, I'm ready to collect keys.
Absolutely.
And I'm moving, or maybe just start collecting my rent.
Exactly.
and the good thing is, we will be having the final raffle draw at the house.
Yes.
So
At the house,
yes,
at the very house.
At
Yes.
the very house.
So when you win the house, you are right there. You are seeing the
Yes.
house.
We
already.
just
Yes.
usher you in.
Yes.
Yeah.
When
So
you-
how long does it take to turn the house over to whoever the winner is? Probably. Remember, you talk about you have to do paperwork and all of that.
Right. The whole idea is we have this promo is going to be running for 12 weeks.
Okay.
The first promo is happening this Friday,
Okay.
right? So we have all this period to continue to do all the necessary engagement with terms of paperwork to ensure
Okay.
that the process is as seamless as possible.
Okay.
So the design, takes me back again to the kind of thoughts we had in mind, putting this together. It's essentially to say, how do we substantiate our commitment to, impacting the life of the people, right? Just not giving things because we're giving it, but give things that can really transform people's
A
lives.
house is out of the ordinary, honestly.
Absolutely.
So you probably mentioned this in passing. What is the motivation that goes into, okay, let's do a prize, a mega prize, a house? To me, that's like It's a big gift, right? What motivation goes into this? Why did you decide that, okay, we want to do this? I know you might have mentioned this in passing,
Yeah.
but for emphasis, tell me again, what motivated this whole idea?
So you recall that, from sometimes around June last year, we committed to. I mean, we made a public statement in this regard too. We committed to doing some modernization on our network just to
Okay.
improve the experience. I mean, and that transitioning process had its teething problems. I mean, this directly impacts the customers,
Mhm.
and still, I mean, it's very, very, very impressive to see that people still stuck with us.
Okay.
Yeah, they would rather come across, make their complaints, we reassure them, and they stayed with us. So upon the completion of the project, we thought, how do we say thank you to these people? How do we appreciate people who have stood with us through this, whole transitioning process? And how do we demonstrate that with the kind of price and the process and the design of the promotion? So that's the kind of thought that went into that, to say thank you to the people, and for
Okay.
those that might have maybe even dropped the SIM cards out of frustration, or out of the pain of the challenges we had during that transitioning. How do we need to give them an extra reason to pick up their own SIM card again, and come back to the network. So it's essentially coming from the place of gratitude to the people who have continued to do business with us.
As a sort of giving back to
Ex-
those who have been doing business with you.
Thank you.
Okay, so do you have a limit? Do you have a threshold, a limit? You can get so many points, or and you are limited, or how is it? Is it just open? Can you get as many points as possible? Can you say something to that?
So there is no limit to what
No
you can
limit.
get. Yes,
You
I
can
mean,
recharge as much as
as
possible.
much as you can. The more you recharge, the better even your chances. Especially looking at it from the area of, you can redeem those points. So the more points you have, the more you can you can you can get more value out of it. Like, get more data, more voice, more.
Somebody listening to you, probably in one of the nooks or crannies of the country, might think that, oh, that's too good to hear, and they're too far from Monrovia. Who can participate in terms of their geographic locations?
Like Emmanuel, take that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm talking about Monrovia. It's not Liberia.
yeah, sure.
Right. Okay.
So the joy is for all MTN subscribers, irrespective of where you live. So
Okay.
if you live in Maryland, or Lofard, or Bond County, just anywhere you are, all you need to do is just to recharge. And once you win, we have our Europe for the raffle draw at the end of the month will still be used again for the final raffle draw.
Wow.
So the thing is, the more you recharge, the more points you get, and then the better your chance of winning.
So the what I was driving at actually was is it going to be like the draw will be on radio, or because people might say, okay, I want to be sure that I follow this draw to be sure that my chances are are fairly protected. Would you like maybe have it on radio, or how would people be able to monitor how the weekly draw, the monthly draw, and the final draw will take place?
If I would speak to that, part of how we also design this to make sure that it reaches as many people as possible, which is also why we're here today. Like, how do we get people to know about this? We don't want to just make it like a wink in the dark. So we're going to have some versions on the radio, and some will be physical.
Okay.
The idea is to distribute the way the draw happens such that it reaches as wide as possible. But even when we are doing it physically, we're going to be streaming it live.
Okay.
And I mean, because we also have a commission that guides the affairs of lotteries in this country, they would also be represented there to ensure that we're doing exactly what we're saying that we're doing.
Yeah, because this is a gaming initiative.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. So the lottery commission will be represented with us, and then we'll be streaming this live. The first draw happening tomorrow. We'll be having it at Douala Market. I mean, that's also thinking about a well-populated place, to impact, to have more people become aware of it. Right there, we're also going to be streaming it to people on our pages, Facebook pages, and all of our partner pages while that is going on. But the subsequent version also will be happening right here, where we'll be engaging the entire country with the draw process. So we'll be bringing that also to radio. So as many people as possible that listens to the radio station would be aware of how it runs. So we're going to be right here running the draws and calling some of the winners.
So let's take, for instance, you are having a draw tomorrow. Do you have a limit on, okay, you can recharge until maybe 24 hours before the draw, or you can just go on, keep recharging
Just
up,
go.
up to even if it is 5 minutes before the draw?
Just go and keep
Yeah, just
recharging.
recharge.
That's exactly the fun of it. That I mean, I think Emmanuel also mentioned it. The more you recharge, those points are still considered,
Okay.
for subsequent, draws. So I'll take a typical example to explain this weekly to monthly draw. All of the recharges that you've been doing up to this point will count for this draw,
Okay.
and is also kept in stock for your monthly final, like
Okay.
a monthly final draw. So this will be drawn for this week tomorrow, and then again next Friday will be all of the ones you continue to recharge in the new week
Okay.
will also count for the next one.
Okay.
But by the time it's month end, all of the points together
Okay. So they will
Within
all be
consider-
added together
to
to
be
be
considered
for the monthly draw. And the same goes for the final draw.
Oh, and then for the final draw. But each week requires you to do fresh
Okay.
recharges for the weekly draw.
Mhm.
It's just to also ensure a fair distribution among all those that are participating.
So probably again, you might have said this in passing. How do I check my points? For an example, I have a mobile phone. I have been recharging, and I want to check, how many points do I have now? Maybe I'm using them, but I need to also know the drawdown. How much do I have? If I add up, how many more points do I have? So how do I check on that?
Okay. So if you have already done a recharge, or if you are not, so please recharge now and just dial a star, a 3, a 5, 2
Okay.
hash, and then a menu will appear. You select option 7, mega promo.
Okay.
If you select that, you'll be able to check your points, and you can also be able to redeem a free data or free voice.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you need to know the code,
Yes.
and that's the code you just talked about.
Yes.
You need to apply that code, and then you are given the options
Yes.
to go in there and see how you can check the points that you have so far.
Yeah, sure.
And is this the first time that you're running a promo like this?
No. So we have a different promo. Yes.
Okay.
So it's just about which time we launch or which promo. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a rhetorical question. I mean, because you wouldn't be exploring further if you were not succeeding. How did those previous promos go?
I mean, just to speak to that, it's very delightful to see people. I mean, see your brand impact the life of people with substantial gifts.
Okay.
One of our very well-known promo is the MTN Wisiwasa.
We'll say what's up.
Yeah, which
Okay.
is essentially, let's give as much as we can
Yeah,
back.
in
to
like
the-
Brent Palon, you say we say
it's
what's
what's up,
up. We
like,
say it means just give
give
out,
it,
you
give
know.
it out. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's people have been getting cars from that promotion.
Okay.
We give bikes, keke, phones, a whole lot of prizes been going out there. So I mean, and it really feels good to see people who don't even believe it's possible just get called and say you are the owner of a brand new car. I mean, the feeling is great. And then here is us saying, how do we even take this a notch higher? How, I mean, like you rightly emphasized, say the house as a gift is on a different level.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So that's where we also got to say, okay, how about we, tune this up a little bit again and just transform somebody's life totally and let it be on record that we made a landlord out of someone, and from there it can only get better. That's the kind of.
So please, those of you who are already trying to call, don't call. We have not yet opened the lines. Please hold on. We'll open the lines later. I know you are interested already, but we'll open the lines later, and you can call and ask whatever question you have, or whatever clarification you seek. But let me come back to you. Have you been able to follow some of your earlier winners? For instance, maybe somebody who won a vehicle, somebody who won a motorbike, maybe somebody who won, something of value. Have you been able to follow up on them, or do you have a system where you say, look, let's follow this person to see how this gift has impacted their lives, so to speak? If you have, can you tell us a story?
I mean, we have a couple of programs.
Okay.
And then also with regards to people winning, there are certain, limits that we also have around your prizes. You get your prize. I mean, there's a commitment that it's yours. So there's no need to put too much tail on you.
No, it's just like somebody comes and says, thank you, I've won a bike from you, it has done this much for me, or that's that sort of thing. I mean, have you had any such feedback?
I think I'd rather speak more to the those that speak to like the talent hunt program that we have.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about the MTN Yellow Star. The grand prizes also comes with a car, and the contract with that person allows us to continue to support them to see how they are doing with that.
That's the question I'm asking.
Exactly.
Because you give out a house, you probably want to say, okay, we impacted this person after a few years. We want to come back and see how their life has improved or changed or something. That's what I'm asking about.
Yeah, I mean, from the youth perspective, this program is targeted at the youth and the talented ones.
Okay.
We've seen how even the entire economy has changed as a result of that the platform, where we've been able to give you the necessary prizes, recording deals, and all that, and then still you change your status and make you a real star, kind of thing.
And I follow that. Like you start from nowhere. This guy's an underground DJ. Based on the program, he gets a recording, contract, and it's now, something of the nature.
So I mean, it's a brand that is committed to transforming lives and ensuring that is sustained for as long as we have the rights to do that. And that's encouraged the repeat every year to see that, okay, this is really impacting, and then how do we continue to make more people out of it? And it will be no exception in this instance. We're starting off a new path. We're charting a new path now. We're expecting that going forward, that we begin to see people who hitherto didn't even have any hope of maybe getting something like that, becoming comfortable with themselves and having their lives transformed.
This awareness is a good marketing strategy, but I'm just thinking with Liberia and its multitudes of different outlets, especially radio, that appears to be one of the main modes of communication in Liberia. Are you considering this kind of awareness also in other parts of the country? Probably to capture, areas in which LBC might not be reaching. Maybe you want to do Central Liberia, you want to do Western Liberia, you want to do Southeastern Liberia. Are you considering similar awareness like this?
Yeah, we're leveraging our very, very vast distribution network. We have people in the regions all over to drive this awareness from the radio's point of view. Like you said, radio is largely
Right.
listened to. So we have identify the most listened to radios in the region. And our people will be visiting those radio stations to also create more awareness. But beyond that, also you'll be seeing our stickers in trade.
Okay.
See, I mean, the very eye-catching, something like what we're wearing.
Yeah, I see you with very beautiful yellow T-shirts, and I see you reading on them, recharge, pumpy.
Yeah.
But you didn't come with a bag that probably you would have given me a T-shirt to wear too.
No, your t-shirt is
Then I'll be. you got me on that one. You got me on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
But have you started getting some? I mean, have you already begun to feel the impact? Are people rushing in? Are people recharging? I keep saying to you, I keep hearing about this landlord stuff. That's where everybody like, yes, I want to be a landlord. You know, when you have the headache of paying your landlord, brother. By the time it's the 15th, you are thinking, hi, landlord is coming.
Yeah.
In Liberia, we always say sometimes, even when you cook nice food, your landlord can, he's cooking that much food. He's going to pay my rent. So have you started to see an upward trend in terms of how many people are recharging and how much they are recharging, especially with this promo?
Yes, absolutely. And we like to say thank you to Liberia once again, because that's the essence of the promo. But we also found out that for the few people who are already aware of the promo, they seem to appreciate the thoughts behind the promo, which is why we now feel like it's important to ensure everybody gets to know about it. So we're here, one of the most widely listened to radio, to ensure that everyone connected to you right now is able to know about the promotion.
Right.
We are deliberately going out now to tell more people about this promotion to ensure that everyone has a fair understanding and gets the fair chance to participate in the promo. So yes, we are beginning to see the uptake, but we also want more people to become aware of it, because like we've rightly said initially, this promo allows everybody to win something.
Okay.
So there's no reason to contain it or keep it to a few people. We want all of our subscriber base to be aware of it. We want those that are not currently with us to be aware of it, so that everyone can come on board and participate and get the chance, the opportunity to win.
Okay, so just before we open our lines, it's like you wanted to emphasize something, Emmanuel.
Yes, sure.
Okay, right.
So it's just about the aspect I have to do with you buying maybe for others, right? So let's say if I buy for myself, I stand to get the points for myself.
All right.
And if I buy for you, you get the points. So
Okay.
let's take for typical example, the mini boys that you be passing. If you buy your mini or you buy your data, certainly you will get your points.
Okay.
So it's not that the mini boys will get the point for you, no. So
Okay.
you that
So
buy,
don't be afraid of that.
no, don't be afraid.
Okay.
So if you buy for yourself, you get the points. If somebody buy for you, the person you buy for also get the points.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if I'm buying for somebody in Cape Mount, for example, and I'm using their number, the points accumulate to that person.
Yes.
Okay.
The
So
point goes to that person in Cape Mount.
okay.
But
yep.
I mean, we would prefer for you to buy for yourself, and the reason is this. Manuel mentioned it the other time. If you bought the bundle and paid with mobile money for yourself, you get double the point. So where I spent $1 buying for you, you only get 100 points.
Oh, you don't have the double.
But if
Okay,
I
but if
bought
I
it
buy
for
for
myself,
yourself, you
I
get
get doubled. I get 200 points. So that's
Okay.
the idea behind it.
Okay. So I was just asking, is there any other thing specific you wanted to mention before we open the line? Because I see that seems that the interest is growing in this one.
Yeah, sure. So I would just like to make mention of the minimum recharge, right?
Okay.
So the minimum recharge that will give you a point is 20 cents USD and 50 ARD. So you either buy 20 cents bundle and above to get a point, or
Okay.
50 ARD.
And that's key to point out.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy the whole dollar,
Yeah.
but you need at least
Yes.
minimum.
Minimum
Okay.
20 cents and above, or 50 ARD.
50 LLD.
Yeah.
To become a part of the draw, spend at least $50
In a day,
LD.
Yeah, in a day.
Yeah, okay. In a day.
Yes.
Okay. So, but if you want to spend 1,000
Yeah.
US, you can
They-
go
they
ahead.
better your chance.
I mean, again, this is all saying
I know you will jump at that. So, come.
again, it's
Right.
just saying that
Mm.
let's not exclude anybody. This is an all-inclusive promo.
Okay.
Let's ensure that everybody gets a chance.
Right.
That's the idea behind that.
So, you've been listening to these great men. They come from Lone Star Cell MTN. They're talking about um, the mega promotion, the recharge and bumpy. Like when you say bumpy, I mean, I hit the jackpot. I got it. I want it.
Yes.
So that's why they're here this morning. We have Adebayo and he say Adebayo as always, because I wanted to pull him whether he was Adebayo on the pitch. He said no, Adebayo as always, anywhere.
Exactly.
Okay. And then we have Emmanuel. You can call us to participate. You probably have a question or you want to share experience, you have a comment. Call us on 0880 514-096 0880-514-096. Call and we'll be live. Ask the questions. Probably you heard something interesting to you and you need a little bit more clarity on it, so you can call us. And we already have a caller on this line. Good morning, caller. Are you there? Tell me your name and wow, we're having this feedback. I don't know where it's coming from. Morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm Ramsey Uniyofani calling from Pudi Academy.
Ramsey, I guess you're following the discussion this morning.
Yes.
Let's get your contribution.
Yeah, I just want to know if you not get angel phone, the body, if you get body phone, you can also, if you be charged on the body phone, you can also get a point.
Okay, so we hear you. If you have a button phone, whether you can also recharge.
Yes.
Okay, so we seem to be having some feedback here. The line is still open. You can call us on 0880-514-096. So we go for this caller as well. Hello? Tell me your name and where
how
you
would you do, sir?
Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Chris. I'm calling from EAD.
Chris, let's hear you. Please speak a little slowly so we hear you.
Okay, I just want to know how long this raffle draw is going to go for, because you guys just talking, because I don't know, we'll just continue to be on a raffle draw or something.
You want to know how long the raffle draw will go for? Okay, thank you. So the line is still open. You can call and participate. Ask your questions. If you're seeking clarification, that's also good for you. Let's see. There's another caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm Ishmael Ati James calling you from Foya, Lofa County, Liberia.
Okay, so how is Foya, Lofa County this morning?
Foya, this morning, as we are speaking, we have a very friendly weather this morning. Things are okay. We are okay. As far as we are concerned.
That's good to know. So yeah, we're talking about the mega promotion here.
Yeah, actually, I have a little comment that we come to look. It is only 1 week ago now. Those have been okay. But for us here, the Loza network can go up for almost 1 month if they can be on. Only these few days, almost a week now, they have been on. They have not been up and on. But yeah, that's giving us the chance. We can even recharge. We can put money on it. To even call on it can be hard. So when you put money on it, they can go up for 1 month. They can be on.
Okay.
We don't know what is the cost. Actually, this is my own conflict for me.
Okay, so I don't know if they will discuss the network being on or off, but we hear you. We will. Let's take the next caller.
Hello.
Yes, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Cover and I do join you from Bon County.
Cover. How is Bon County? Which part of Bon County are you calling from?
Yeah. My point has to do.
Which
with
part of Bon County
callers
are you calling
mentioned.
from? Which part of Bon are you calling? Listen. Hello.
You have a network problem.
I'm hearing you. Which part of Bon County are you calling from?
You are now opportunity.
Okay, go ahead. Just go ahead.
In case, hello.
Yes, you need to listen. This is a conversation, yeah?
That much.
Yes. Can you hear me? Are you hearing me?
Not very. Hello, you getting me?
You probably need to slack your position a little bit. Can you hear me now?
I'm getting
So
you.
go. You hearing me? So let's hear you.
Yeah, as I was saying, we are like having some problem with connection. Our network system is not very good. So sometimes when we do recharge, we have sometimes 2-3 days, and then your credit will finish, and you will not realize whether you'll be
lucky winner or something. So I'm begging the company to come around our area, Bon County, and see whether our network can be welcome. So we can be part of this program too.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So let's go back to the
Okay.
line and see.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. We don't have anyone on the, okay, but you can call. Okay. There's another caller here. Hello, caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Yes. Please tell me your name and where
Good
you're
morning.
calling from.
Okay, I'm calling from Georgia, Grand Jide County.
And what's your name? You
My
need to
name
cut
is-
off your
My
radio.
name is Jill Onismus Green. Okay, I just want to ask him. I just want to ask so that he can explain. After getting the point, how do you activate it as a data or a voice call?
Okay.
Secondly, our network here is
Mhm.
always off. They always turn on 1 week, 2 weeks. Our networks are off, so we don't know what is going on. They should be here to address all these issues.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. But when you call, please cut off your radio because otherwise we will have feedback. It'll be difficult to hear you. Let's go back to the line and pick this caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you first for the time. I've been following the discussion for now.
Hello. Unfortunately, we are not getting you. Please read out.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good
Good morning.
morning. Good morning. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please tell me your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, my name is Simbe and Kwali, and I call from my River Street community.
Okay.
Yeah, my question has to do with the at what point can a person be a part of the draw?
At what
And-
point?
and-
How can a person be a part of the draw?
Yeah, at what point?
Okay. Thank you very much. At what point the person can participate in the draw? So we're still here. The number to call is 0880-514-096. Call that number and you'll be live. So let's go to the line and pick this caller. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, caller. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Samuel Pruitt. I call from Spartan, Pinsville.
Okay, so let's hear you.
Yeah, I came to Liberia 2018, July 23rd, and bought the same card. I have not used any network in Liberia, but I want to find out from the staff in there whether they have some gifts for some long service person with their customers. They can give some gifts too. While in the process, I'll be recharging as well. Thank you.
Okay, but this one is a promotion. You want to say you're a long time customer. You want to know whether you can get gift, for being a long time customer. Yeah, but I want us to look at that promo that we're talking on today. So let me get to this caller. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning.
Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Isaac Mondo. I'm calling from Lower Street.
Okay, Isaac, let's hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm subscribing with No Star, but I just made this program on now. Sometimes when I recharge, when I recharge, I see sometimes 26 points, 52 points, and I don't know the way to go about it. So I want to ask, how do you go about doing it?
They talk about it, but I hope they will say something about it again. Okay, so Isaac, yes, they will talk about it again. I'm sure because they said something about it earlier. They will tell you what those points mean and what you can do with them. Okay, so we stay here. You can still participate. We take at least one more and we go for our responses. Let's take this caller. Good morning, caller. Good morning. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. Good morning. This person must have dropped up. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Yes, please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
I'm William Grant. I called from Ria community.
Let's hear you, William.
Yes. What
I want to know is how much does one need to people?
You
How much
you
does
didn't
one
come
need
too
to
clear.
subscribe a day
Mhm.
to get a point?
Okay, how much does one need to subscribe by day to get a point? We're going to
Yeah, how
drop it
much?
there and go back to. I know the line is bustling. You know, everybody wants to have their say in surrounding the topic that we are discussing. So we come back to both of you. Several callers indeed. I guess you took notes. Yes. So let's begin. Can we? Who are we starting with? Emmanuel or we starting with Adebayo?
Yes.
Let's start with you, Emmanuel.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So
How long the raffle draw will last? Was the very
Ye-
first thing.
yes. So this is a 90-day raffle draw. So the period of 3 months. So we will be conducting this raffle draw.
Okay.
And then another person asks as to whether bottom phone can get points.
Mhm.
So yes, if you have a bottom phone and you recharge, you buy mini for yourself, or you buy data, or you buy scratch card, you will get points.
Mhm.
And if you get that points, trust me, you enter a raffle draw, you upgrade from bottom phone to a smartphone because you win a smartphone.
Wow.
Yeah, sure.
So the button phone should not be a limitation.
No,
It
not,
could be a way to an Android phone.
yeah, sure.
Okay. Good.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So yeah, somebody else talk about how to essentially they were asking how to use your points to get your data, how to activate data, sort of.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then another person asks, what are the points you have to get per day to be eligible for the raffle draw?
Mm-hmm.
So, like we said, right, the minimum recharge is 50 ARD,
Yeah.
or 20 cents. So
Okay.
once you do enough to recharge, and then you will get a points,
Okay.
and then you can be eligible for the weekly raffle draw and then the monthly raffle draw.
Okay.
Or the more you do it, is the more you recharge, the more points you get, and
Mhm.
the better your chance of winning.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said when they recharge, they see that you got this point, but they don't know exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes. So that was as I said, when you recharge, you see 26 points, 52 points.
mhm.
So as if you've been recharging and been seeing those points, so that just that *352# and then you press OK, you select option 7, and then you can check your points. And then another person asks how they can use their points.
Mhm.
Yes, so you can use your points for 2 things. So first, you can use your point to get to redeem free voice or free data. So how can you do that? So just dial *352#,
Okay.
and then you select option 7. And when you select option 7, you'll see redeem. When you see redeem, you'll see for 80 points you can get 10 minutes, and then for 100 points you can get 100 megabyte, and then for 2,000 points you can get 1 GB of data. So just that's *352. You select option 7, and you can be able to use your points to get free voice or free data.
Mhm.
So I would just maybe I would just address the network issues
Mhm.
that people spoke of.
Somebody from
from
Foya,
Lofa.
Lofa County, and Radio Granji there. This is sometimes they got issues with connectivity, the network.
Okay. I thought somebody from Bong too, right?
Yeah, somebody from home as well. Yeah.
Okay, so you recall that when we started the conversation, I spoke about the projects that we started sometimes in June.
Mhm.
So
The upgrading project.
yes,
Okay.
the network modernization.
All right.
It's essentially just about replacing some of our equipment with, upgraded version, just to
Mhm.
improve the quality of service.
Okay.
So that project, I mean, as you expect, is an ongoing project. We have to stay committed to improving things.
Mhm.
So, I mean, even while we were talking, I just was checking with the network team just to, see what about these locations that I mentioned, because we also feed on the feedback from customers to help us know what exactly they're experiencing and doing something about that.
Mhm.
But I'm very, very happy to say that Bong County
Mhm.
has been modernized,
Okay.
but there are still maybe 1 or 2 places. As I'm speaking to you right now, one of our senior engineer, is on his way to Bong.
To Bong, okay.
As I'm speaking to you here right
So
now.
good news for Bong.
Yeah, so he's on his way. I mean, right now.
As you're
I'm
speaking
right now. I was just trying to reach out to him. So whatever it is going on there, I'm sure when it gets on ground, he'll be able to figure out.
How about far away for your Lofa County? That's really far.
Yeah, so I mean,
And Granjida as well.
the brand has a very bold statement, a commitment that everyone deserves the benefit of a modern connected life.
Okay.
So irrespective of how far flung your location is, we have a commitment to ensuring that we get there and get you connected.
So you know, my experience, sorry for jumping in, my experience is even on the farms, people got phones. So
Absolutely.
can farmers, can people in the marketplace, can people who are at school,
All the way.
can anybody anywhere in Liberia participate in this?
As long as you're on the network. And the beautiful thing also is that we have a rural telephony project that ensures that we cover even areas that hitherto had been cut off.
Mhm.
Right. So we are proud to say we have very impressive coverage, and we're still growing in Liberia to ensure that everyone within the geographic territory is well covered. and
You have
served.
impressive coverage,
Yes.
and you're still growing
Yes.
all around Liberia.
All around Liberia to cover
So
everyone.
we're sort of trying to wind down now. So I come back to you, Emmanuel. Let's say you met me for the first time and you're trying to market this promo to me. Maybe in just a minute. Let's sell the product.
So the message is quite simple, right?
Mhm.
So, hey, recharge a Bombay.
Mhm.
Recharge Bombay for TV. Recharge Bombay for smartphone. Recharge Bombay with a motorbike. Recharge Bombay with money. Recharge and be your own landlord. So just recharge, get points, and Bombay.
Pinless.
Yes.
I mean, it's important that you don't have to go to a special school before you can participate.
Mhm.
Just the normal behavior you already have.
As long as you can dial your
Just
number,
recharge the way you recharge.
whether it's button phone, whether it's
Nobody
once
is
you're on
left
the
out.
network.
That's it. Just,
Okay.
I mean, everyone on our network already do their recharge.
Okay.
So they're familiar with the procedure, the process of recharging. So what we are saying is that thing you used to do,
Mhm.
the more you do it now, we give you something back for it.
Okay.
And also, still set you up for a chance to, bump it.
And I'm tempted to believe that even without the promo, people have already been recharging.
Yes.
And so why not get something for what you're doing?
Exactly.
Wow.
You're
So
there.
Mark Bingo. Okay, so unless you have something else to say this morning, we'd like to thank you for coming, and we like to thank your network for thinking about giving back to the many. We didn't answer one. Somebody said, what if you are a very, very long time customer? Do you have some kind of prize for being a long time good customer to the network or to the company? I think
mean-
you remember you heard that question.
Yes.
Okay.
You also remember that this is a promo
Mhm.
in appreciation of loyalty.
Okay.
I mean, we are not a company that takes loyalty for granted.
Okay.
We appreciate repeat business. We
Mhm.
appreciate, sticking with us. And I particularly felt, that part where he said he has never used any other network
Right.
since 2018.
So he's very loyal.
He's a very good customer. So I mean, the hope and expectation is that with this kind of promote that has included whole customer base, he himself is
He
going
can
to
participate.
he's going to even be a beneficiary. That means for every time he recharges now, and I
He's
could
getting
imagine that
points,
he's a good spender on the network. Every time he recharges now, he gets something back.
And that's the voice of
Uh,
your own introduction.
yes,
That's the voice of
Adebayo.
Adebayo,
Yes.
everywhere, anywhere.
Anyway,
And you are the brand product.
the product manager.
Okay, so, sir, you are,
The product development analyst.
and you are, I don't want to call your name, call it yourself.
Emmanuel P. Mulba.
Emmanuel Mulba. The two great gentlemen,
I would
great,
like to say a disclaimer out there.
Please
just
do.
before we leave,
please
right?
do.
Please. So we have people like you be calling our customer, telling them like,
Yeah, you have one.
Yes, you should send money, please.
Yeah.
If you went from Lone Star Cell MTN, this recharge and pump it or any of our promotion, please when we call you that you have won, the only thing is to bring your ID card.
Okay.
We will not ask you to send us mobile money. We will not ask you to send us scratch card. We will not ask you to send us anything. We will not ask you to dial any code on your phone. The only thing is come over to our office or come over to our POS or come over to the radio station that will be conducting the raffle draw with your ID card, and you get whatsoever you want.
Okay, so that's the voice of Emmanuel there. Earlier you heard Adebayo. They've been talking about the mega promo. If you want to be your own Oga landlord or Madam landlord, or like Adebayo said, Oga motorbike, Una, Oga, you know, all the prices that are lining up. We'd like to say thanks to the team for coming in. Thank you for your participation. Take advantage. You've been spending some money. Yeah, you've been spending some money. It's time for you to get back. So just stay tuned. We'll stay here on the Super Morning Show. We will take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be having further discussion on another topic. We'll actually be looking at the Liberia Returnees Network and what is happening in Ghana, where we're getting information that the Buduburon camp is being demolished, and we like to know what efforts have been made by the network to respond to that situation. And I see that, okay, so thank you very much. We'll be back.